With that in mind, it also has given him a lot of these new vellus hairs along the hairline, which hopefully some of these vellus hairs can transition into intermediate hairs, and if you're even lucky, from intermediate to terminal hairs. You can see the increase in density along the hairline. You can see that some of the vellus hairs successfully transitioned into intermediate hairs, and some of those intermediate hairs successfully became terminal hairs. Hey guys, before we continue this video, I would like to mention that we now have liposomal minoxidil sulfate on my website, folligens.com, folligens.com, and if the order queue is available and open, you can order it there. We're running it as a cosmetic. There are other sort of botanicals inside of this particular topical that are pretty helpful when it comes to conditioning the hair. So that's at folligens.com, folligens.com. That's folligens.com. Go check it out and maybe even try it out. See you there. Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another hair loss or hair progress review video. And we're back on Reddit looking at the trestless subreddit, the largest subreddit that's concerned about hair loss. And we're looking at this particular user by the name of MewCastle, and we're going to examine his progress that he's made. So the title of his post is, quote, 2 years finasteride only 1 milligram daily, plus 4 months of gradually introducing dutasteride 0.5 milligram daily, unquote. So let's get a look at his picture, right? So clearly he's already written some sort of documentation that we can follow. So let's try to go in order. So he says his first picture in this camera roll was before treatment. So this is his baseline, and we can clearly see that he has a lot of miniaturization around the hairline area. I don't know, this is like a Norwood 4? Maybe I'm being a bit of an asshole, but it does look like a Norwood 4 with a lot of miniaturization in this sort of forelock area. And he's doing a good job. He's pulling back his hairline so we can actually get an understanding of where it actually is sort of outlined, right? Because for some hair types, if you don't do that, given how long and how much volume, how much, I guess, coverage that hair type can get, you can kind of, I would say, Norwood fraud a hairline you don't really have. But yeah, again, we can see that there's a lot of miniaturization, a lot of vellus hairs, and maybe it looks kind of worse because he has this sort of blondish, light brown kind of appearance to his hair, and he's under such, direct light. But with even that taken into consideration, it's still a lot of miniaturization, and he's still losing a lot of hair, and he has this sort of Norwood 4 kind of appearance with, I don't know, this area, the temples. It looks like for the right-hand side of his temple, it's kind of creeping into his midsection, so it could be worse. So he's not really at a good starting point. This is a bit of severe hair loss for what I'm assuming is a young man. So he said that was before treatment. The second picture in this camera roll is 1 year into treatment, and you can already see the tremendous amount of progress that's been made. Like, let's take it into the magnified view. So this is 1 year into finasteride 1 milligram daily, and already he did a good job keeping the relatively same hand placement when he's pulling back his hairline. And we can clearly see between these two photos that 1 milligram finasteride daily has increased the density in the hairline area, and it's also improved the quality of some of the existing hair. With that in mind, it also has given him a lot of these new vellus hairs along the hairline, which hopefully some of these vellus hairs can transition into intermediate hairs, and if you're even lucky, from intermediate to terminal hairs, where you can have these thick hairs that you can style and you can make a better appearance with. So let's go back to this camera roll. So we're going to go to the third picture in the camera roll, and this is 2 years into treatment. Now, granted, it is a bit of a different lighting condition, but still, relatively speaking, he has the same sort of hand placement, pulling back his hairline, and we can make some judgments on the density. And would you look at that, right? The density, even with different lighting condition, the density still is amplified, primarily because he's taking 5-alpha reductase inhibitors. So I think this is, like he said, 2 years into treatment. So he did say 2 years into finasteride only 1 milligram a day. And look at the progress that he's made, right? It looks like some of these miniaturized hairs, these new vellus hairs rather, that were growing because of his finasteride treatment. So he gained new hairs along his hairline. It looks like some of those hairs in the second year of treatment of finasteride have kind of turned intermediate. So he can now style them more, and it gives a more, an increased look and density. Because it is like he's gaining more hair count along his hairline. Other things that I can possibly judge is that his Norwood seems to have gone from that sort of Norwood 4 appearance from his baseline, that weird Norwood 4 appearance with a lot of diffuse thinning in the forelock, to what can properly be said as maybe Norwood 3, maybe 3 or 2.5. So he's definitely made a lot of progress. Let's go to the final picture. So he says today, so I'm assuming between pictures 3 and 4, he has transitioned successfully to dutasteride 0.5 milligram per day. And wow, look at this. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic improvement. Now, again, he's not pulling back his hairline, which I wish he did, but still, you can see the increase in density along the hairline. You can see that some of the vellus hairs successfully transitioned into intermediate hairs, and some of those intermediate hairs successfully became terminal hairs. So this is actually a really, really good response to 5-alpha reductase inhibitors. First, he had a splendid response to just the 1 milligram daily of finasteride. So between these two pictures, right? This was his baseline before he did any treatment, and this is where he got to. And you can see that after a year on treatment, he was getting a lot of these hairs on his hairline that were coming back to life. Although they were kind of vellus and wispy, they were growing again because of the inhibition of DHT, which is why that is a very important and very integral part of any hair loss treatment when it comes to the condition of androgenetic alopecia. You have to inhibit DHT in some way, shape, or form. And if we go to the last picture, he still has those, those wispy hairs along the hairline, which is understandable, but he has increased the density too, as well. And just the existing hairs, they look more vibrant, if I had to say. So obviously that transition to dutasteride helped this guy out a lot. So phenomenal response. Well on him, good on him for actually taking the treatment and fixing what he had, this issue he had, which is male pattern baldness, also known as androgenetic alopecia. Just look at the baseline, right? And look at where he is now. And that's something that some people have to just take the step and do. You at least have to give finasteride a try, give dutasteride a try, and see, maybe you might respond well. Maybe you might be a hyper responder. Now, he kind of describes the entire process here, so I'll just read it out loud. He says, quote, started finasteride only 1 milligram daily in April 2023, started switching for dutasteride on some days in May 2025. Reasons for dutasteride were that I was curious to see if I responded as well, and also because of price. Dute is much cheaper than Fin where I am, unquote. Where I live, unquote. So that's interesting, because typically dutasteride is more expensive than finasteride. So I don't know, maybe he, I know in the United States, for some insurance providers, if you're able to go on dutasteride for whatever reason, they'll cover it as opposed to finasteride. So that might be what he's dealing with in his country. But in any case, he made the transition successfully. Now, what I find to be curious is that there was no mention of minoxidil, whether oral or topical, in his stack. It's only 1 milligram finasteride, which eventually became 0.5 milligram dutasteride daily. So that's pretty cool. I can only imagine the kind of gains he would have gotten, or how soon those gains would have, I guess, become apparent had he either used oral minoxidil or topical minoxidil. So that's really, really cool. So all in all, if I, had to say, obviously he is some kind of hyper responder, in my opinion. I think this is maybe a bit of a uncommon result considering the severity and how soon he was able to make the progress back to what arguably, if he styled it, could be he could Norwood fraud himself into maybe a Norwood 1 or a Norwood 2. This is like Norwood frauding because he didn't pull back his hairline, so it does look like a Norwood 1. But in any case, he's done a lot to increase his coverage overall. So, and especially he's done this in a short amount of time, maybe 2 to 3 years max. So again, if I had to say, this is a bit of a hyper responder, in my opinion. Maybe you guys can give me your perspective on that in the comment section below. I'd be happy to hear it. But yeah, that's it for this video. And before I end this video, I wanted to make this particular announcement. I started a company. Yes, it's called Folligens, and you can go to folligens.com, FOLLIGENZ.com, to get liposomal minoxidil sulfate. A lot of people have been asking for this to be on the market, and my company has been able to do so. So you can get it at either 10% or 5%. And let's see, we just put some in stock. Right now, it used to be 300 for the 10%. Now it's 278 in stock at the time of recording this video on October 2nd. And let's see, the 5% has around 295 in stock. So a lot of people like the 10%, it seems. So yeah, go try it out, see how it works for you. And I'll put the link to this website in the description and in the comment section below. But anyway, guys, I just hit 10K subscribers, so thank you guys so much for supporting this channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.